Hello everyone, I'm Tatiana of Extraordinary Ordinary People. Today I have a wonderful guest. Her name is Maya Popovic. She is a singer and teacher in West London Hammersmith College. Hello Maya, how are you?
Hi Tatiana, very well. How are you?
I'm okay, and
It's
you?
nice to see you today.
Nice to see you again. Can you tell me more about you, why you chose to be a teacher?
Sure. Well, I started teaching many years ago now, nearly 25 years ago. I was fresh out of college, university. I actually studied music at university, and I was hoping to become a professional singer. I went back to my country of origin, which is Serbia, and I did work as a singer. I met up with a band and started singing professionally. But at the same time, there was a lot of demand for English lessons in Serbia, and most of my friends and their children wanted to learn English, and they started asking me for private lessons, and that's really how it all started. So one by one, I was accruing more students, and then I realized that that's something that I really enjoy doing and wanted to kind of take it further. So it's always been a mixture of music, singing, and English language teaching.
And do you think it's helpful to be a singer and also to be a teacher?
I think it's definitely helpful if you have a performing spirit in you. I can't say necessarily it's important to be a singer to be a teacher, but yes, it does help because as a singer, you're used to performing to large audiences. Sometimes you're performing to hundreds, sometimes to even thousands of people. And that's something where you learn to control your nerves and you become sort of less scared. So once you're in the class in front of your students, then you can relax into the delivery of the lesson and not worry so much about, what people are going to think of you, what they're going to say about you, and then you can focus on these aspects. I think another thing possibly could be that you learn a lot about the voice projection as well, so you can speak nice and clearly and articulate your words, which is something the students respond to really well when they can understand you, especially teaching English, obviously, where you have students from abroad and sometimes they struggle, so it's good to have that aspect.
Okay, and did you have a Maya style teaching?
Well, I don't know. I think every teacher has their own unique style, but what I can say about me personally is that I approach my teaching with a great deal of enthusiasm and passion. I love people, I love my students, I care about my students deeply, perhaps not just about their English language knowledge, but I care about my students as people and always strive to help them in many different ways. So my teaching style is based on that, getting to know my learners, getting to know how well they've gelled, what sort of rapport we've formed in the class, and that's what I base my lessons on.
Oh, great. And what is a golden teaching moment for you?
I would say the best moment, this is probably the case for most teachers, is when you're at the end of the course. And after a year of hard work and struggling and people really working hard and being motivated and striving to pass their exams, so finally when you reach that goal, reach the end of the academic year, and hopefully by that time everyone's passed their exams, and then you can celebrate. So it's kind of that moment of celebration and achievement and knowing that you've done something really great and really useful. And then you can have a nice relaxing summer holiday and think about the new year ahead. As far as kind of particular moments in classrooms go, I don't think I can pick one single moment and say, yes, this is something. It could be anything really. It could be something like a joke that's worked really well and the entire lesson is based on that joke and students learn through humour. But there are many moments like that.
And in your opinion, what makes a teacher a great teacher?
I think you really need to be passionate about your subject, and you need to approach teaching as a vocation, not as a job. if you start looking at it as a job, then you might as well be working on a building site or sitting in an office behind your computer where you're not facing people on a day-to-day basis. I think it becomes your life, so it's a vocation, not a job anymore.
Okay.
And I think that's really the driving force.
And do you think you're born as a teacher or you believe as a teacher?
Do you know, I think you are born as a teacher. I truly believe in that because, for example, my late grandmother was a teacher, and she was such an amazing teacher. She was a primary school teacher that I remember as a child, us sort of going through our town, and her old students who were then already grown-up people bumping into us on the street and approaching her and saying, "Oh, you were my teacher in primary school, do you remember me? You were so good to me, you were so kind to us, and we learned so much from you." And I actually learned a lot from my grandmother because she spent a lot of time with me as a kid, and I think she implemented her teaching methods onto my upbringing and education, and it definitely helps. And I think she was definitely born with that, and perhaps I inherited that from her because my mother is not a teacher at all. She's useless. Nice person, but nothing to do with teaching. No, not at all.
And what is your philosophy of teaching?
My philosophy? I don't think I have a philosophy. I think if you reach a stage that you've been teaching for many years and you're still not achieving great results, leave the profession. Don't stay in that profession. Don't think that you're going to get any better. You know, there are lots of teachers who just kind of coming to work day in, day out, struggle every day, every morning, achieving really poor results with the students, doing really badly in their observations, and thinking that some kind of miracle is going to happen that will make them better teachers. I would say, no, leave the profession, do something else in life which is more useful for you and everyone else around you. However, if you are a good teacher, if you're passionate about it, then you will reap what you sow.
Okay. And what would you advise to teachers who aspire to greatness?
Love your students, accept your students for who they are and what they are. Don't judge them and don't have any preconceptions.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And to end up this conversation, I want to say here, Aristotle said, the roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet. Thank you everybody, and bye.